Okay. Good evening. Ima.
Yeah,
Hello. Yeah.
yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Good to know, bro.
Yeah. As usual. Okay. So we continue from where we ended yesterday. Before we continue, I believe the explanation for accusative and nominative is okay. Order.
Yeah,
Okay. Dann spielen wir dann ein Spiel. Okay. Ima, was ist das Antwort? Ja, was ist die Antwort hier?
Einen.
Collins,
yeah. Keine.
Karen,
Einen.
Mr. Kofi,
D.
bitte?
D.
Nanaki,
Das Restaurant.
Collins,
Das Zimmer. Zimmer. That Zimmer. Hey.
I would have swallowed you. How many times do you want me to tell you that it's tears? Simmer. Simmer, bitte.
Yeah, that Zimmer.
Yeah, and Karen,
Der.
Mr. Kofi,
Eine.
super. Nanaki,
Einen.
then, Collins,
Uh-huh. It's ein Zimmer.
okay. Same font, same. Super.
Mm.
Oh, klar.
Yeah, so I'm going over it again. So I know we learned that we have four cases in German. We have the nominative case, which is always the subject of the sentence or like the subject. Yeah. And then we have the accusative case, which is always the object of the sentence. Okay. Always comes after the verb, accusative. Then we learned that in nominative we have der, die, das. Okay, in nominative we have der, die, das. It doesn't change. Der, die, das, die. Der for masculine, die for feminine, das neuter, and die another die for plural. Okay, that's the definite articles. Then we have the indefinite articles, so that the unbestimmte articles. Okay, the unbestimmte article have been via ein und eine. and of English or an. Okay, so we use ein for both neuter and masculine, then eine for feminine. Plural, we don't have a people, we don't have a windows, we don't have, so plural have keine unbestimmte Artikel. Hat kein unbestimmte Artikel, Okay, so we tried building our table here. So we learned that in accusative, in nominative, the D does D for plural. Then under accusative, we have der will change from the masculine will change from der to den. Then feminine will remain the same, D to D, neuter, das to das, then plural D to D. Okay, so and then accusative, only masculine change from der to den or the ein to einen. Okay, then under dative, masculine und neuter, masculine changes from der to dem. Feminine will change from die Frau to der Frau. Then neuter will change from dem to dem. Then plural will change from D to den. Okay, so then we learned that dative is always the beneficial of the action, or to whom or for whom an action is done. Okay, yeah. So we have dative verbs. Okay, there are some specific verbs, although I said that always after the verb comes the accusative case, but there are some verbs that requires the dative case. There are some specific verbs, regardless of the noun after the verb, it will take the dative case, regardless. Okay, we call them the accusative verbs, the dative verbs. Okay, yeah. So we have dative verbs and dative prepositions. Okay, so again, we have some prepositions that when you used automatically, the verb, the noun must change from its nominative to dative case. Okay, there is no Grund dafür, aber yeah. So then genitive is for like sense of belonging. Okay, like for showing that something belongs to someone. Okay, so that is the brother, that is the girlfriend of my brother, that is the car of my father, that is the bottle for the bottle for Rabbi, the laptop for Collins, like something belongs to someone. That's the genitive. But like yesterday I said, it's hardly used these days. Okay, people, like a lot of people prefer to use phone because phone is but then like I said, we have dative verbs. When you use phone, then you have to use dative case because that phone is a dative preposition. Sorry. Okay, so when you use phone, then you have to use dative. Okay, but the genitive, when you use the genitive, there's no need for you to use phone. You Bob. Okay, so
Yeah.
So in accusative, when a noun finds itself to be in an object, so the article undergoes changes. That's, I think we explained that's why is that here. Okay, so for dative case, dative case describes the beneficiary. Can you see my screen? Can you also measure?
Yeah.
Or to whom or for whom something is being done. Okay, so dative always answers the question to whom or for whom. To whom or for whom. So to whom or for whom an action or something is being an action is being performed. Okay, so that is one. Then dative, we have some dative verbs. So let's give an example under the first case before we proceed to the next one. So dative, for example, I am giving a gift to my mother. Okay, who can try that? Who can try to say that in German? Niemand.
Ich gebe, ich gebe meine Mutter ein Geschenk.
Yeah, water.
Mutter, I didn't want
Giving my mutter
ein Geschenk. Yeah.
Okay, so the subject is ich. Our subject here is ich. Our verb here is gebe. Then the beneficiary is meine Mutter. Okay, so in this case, the Geschenk is the direct object or the accusative case. Okay, but in German, ideally, in the normal sense, it should be subject, verb, accusative, then dative. Okay, but in German, the dative case always comes before the accusative case. Comprend?
Oui.
Okay, so I am giving an apple to the professor. Who can try this?
Ich gebe dem Professor. Professor einen Apfel.
Einen Apfel, because our Apfel here is the accusative case. Okay, then the beneficiary is the dative case. Okay. So in other sense, like is it difficult to tell which of the cases is to be the dative case and the accusative? Is it difficult? Like I said, the dative case answers to whom or for whom an action is being performed. Okay, so automatically the beneficiary of this sentence is the professor. Okay, the beneficiary of this sentence is meine Mutter. Okay, so then the ein Geschenk or what is being given or the direct object is the accusative case. Okay, it's easy. It's easy. It shouldn't be difficult. Richard, can you talk? Do you understand? So again, then we have some. We have dative prepositions. So there are some prepositions that when used automatically, you have to use the dative case of the noun. Okay. So an example is fun, which means for or from. Okay. Then we have aus, which also means out. Okay.
From. Mm.
Yeah, from, but aus means
Mhm.
out, yeah.
Mhm.
But from when you are indicating that you are coming like out of a place. So I'm coming from the place, like immediate. Okay,
Mm.
but when you are indicating that, yeah, aus is a bit complicated because you can use that as in aus as in from, but then it means the immediate something you're coming out of a place. You know. Then was noch zu, zu or two of us. So bien, yeah, to
Mm.
the
Mm. Only two. Only two.
yeah, the knack,
Zoo, yeah.
no zoo, two
Zoo. Eshada zoo.
zoo bay. The
Yeah.
knack, knack is
I mean, you know what?
Probably yeah, cash me. I buy. Say buy so can buy.
met
Order.
with by with
Okay.
or by. You know feedback.
Mm.
Okay, so when you use any of these prepositions, regardless of
That be
whether
that.
oh,
What about that?
better.
Maybe your Zeit. Zeit. Zeit.
Oh yeah, it's who uses Zeit and then you have to use dative, but Zeit is not a preposition. Oder? Since. A sense a preposition.
Mm.
Hmm?
Zeit. No, no.
Yeah,
David.
it is.
Zeit. 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 Zeit.
I've been working since,
Zeit.
or I've
No,
been living here since.
no, like
I've been living here
I'm
since.
not disputing the fact that when you use Zeit, you have to use dative. Okay, when you use Zeit, it's also it requires dative, but I'm saying that since it's not a preposition, oder?
So when I checked, it says
Yeah.
since can function as a preposition, conjunction, or adverb depending on the context.
Yeah.
So
So
as a preposition, it
in
indicates
this
a
case,
certain
yeah,
point in
yeah.
time.
So yeah, so in this case, as a preposition indicating okay, because I was thinking it would rather be an adverb, maybe adverbial place of time. Okay, but then when you use Zeit, then you have to use dative. But I believe that it's an adverb than preposition. You can say
Mm.
um yeah, yeah, you can't use it. You can't use it. Like you can't say it's a preposition unless yeah, adverbial place of time. Because let's say since my mother died, so like since my like automatically you have to use my mutter, okay, but then it's not actually telling like it's not a preposition for your mother. But it's an adverb of adverbial place of time indicating that since your mother died you about something like that. So but anyways, when you use Zeit, then you have to use dative. Okay, then was noch
Mm.
about you Bob
Yeah.
Patels.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, Rabbi, Gegenuba.
Yeah, that is preposition, but das sollte nicht im A1-Kurs unterrichtet werden. It shouldn't be taught in A1. Gegenüber is like opposite, okay? Opposite of
Opposite,
something.
yeah.
So it's actually preposition, but it's a preposition for maybe a B1 or something.
B1.
We can add it, okay?
Okay.
Gegenüber.
Außer. Okay.
Yeah, außer is auch. Außer is auch. Maybe I don't have the beta sounds, but it's exit sound. Like, yeah. Also is crazy. It's like except okay. Except
Yeah.
plus aside or out of, not as in like the external view of something. Okay. The outside view or something. That's why like let's stick to the first few, the common ones.
Okay.
They're a bit complicated. That's why. Hey, the beta sound came from where? Okay, good. So when you use any of these prepositions, automatically you now have to take the dative case. That's why. So back to yesterday's example that you might give. I am going to school. In the normal sense, the school is the direct object. Okay, but because it was used with to, it changed dative. So here, zur Schule. So in the normal sense, ich gehe zu der Schule, because they will change to what? They will change from the to der. Okay, so zur is complete. Su plus der equals to zur. Do that.
Amoeba.
Na mostre na minha promete trotro mu ayada.
But then you mute, you mute.
Rabbi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to know why there is there before the school. Because I'm a bit confused. I want to know.
It's yeah. So preposition to, okay, towards a place we use to. I am going to school. Okay, so because the school is the Schule. Okay, because we use the preposition to, the rule says that when you use any of these prepositions, your noun should change. You must use the dative version of the noun that precedes it, that follows it. Sorry. Okay, so the Schule will change to der Schule because a dative preposition is used here to. Okay, so from our table, when feminine in the dative case, for dative case, feminine in the nominative case must change from D to der. Compra?
Okay.
Yeah. So ideally es ist ich gehe zu der Schule, but zu der Schule, that is so long for German, so they will just come out the D, okay, then combine it with the R, they'll come out the D, then it will be Z-U-R. So, okay. So if the noun is either neuter or the masculine. So let's say I am going to the man. I'm going to the man. Who can try?
Ich gehe zum. Okay, yeah, zum Mann.
So ich gehe zum
Mann.
Mann ist nicht ganz falsch. Das ist richtig.
Yeah.
Aber für Menschen, so, okay, so I used, let's say, I am going to the doctor. Ich gehe zum Arzt. Okay. But when you use you are going to a person as in I am going to Kofi, I am going to Rabbi, it's gehe to Rabbi. I am going to him, it's gehe to him. I am going to her, it's gehe to ihr. I'm going to my
Father. Okay.
I'm going to my grandmother. Ich gehe zu meiner Großmutter. Yeah. So when a possessive article follows the to, the R is rather added to, instead of saying zur Großmutter, ideally in the normal sense, I am going to grandmother, it's gehe zur Großmutter. About when you are when a possessive pronoun is used, mine, thine, then the mine, thine will take the dative case. Am I making sense?
No.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
want to understand. I want to understand though. Is it that when it comes before a feminine possessive or every other possessive? Because
Every other
mine,
possessive.
every
Any
other possessive. Okay.
Because
So irrespective of the gender.
yeah, because the possessive article functions as an article. In the normal sense, I am going to your friend. Richard, can you try?
Ich gehe zu deiner Freund.
Yeah, deine Freund. Okay. So the possessive article functions as an article.
An article.
Possessive pronoun functions as an article, okay? But when you're talking about going to maybe like a professor, a doctor, then just end it like that. Es geht zum Professor, es geht zum Friseur, es geht zum Schneider, es geht zum Piloten, es geht zum Cook, es geht zum Bäcker. Yeah, popular. Es geht zum Bäcker.
Rabbi, with I the example that you just asked, that you
Mhm,
and Rachel was talking about, a friend.
mhm.
Shouldn't it be Freunden, as in like
So
with
I
that?
didn't. She's not wrong because I didn't say either. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I used
Mm-hmm,
diner. Yeah, sorry,
mm-hmm, sure. Mm-hmm.
diner
Now
was.
I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah. So we have their friend means the male friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Finding is female friend,
Sure.
but
No,
okay,
it's
you explain and maybe I'll get to
the
understand.
friend. Female friend. Yeah. So if you are going to your friend as a female friend, then ich gehe zu meiner Freundin, like girlfriend or Freundin means girlfriend of female friend. So when I say ich gehe zu meinem Freund, I mean I'm going to my male friend. Okay, but when Rachel says she's going to Annette, then Rachel ich gehe zu meiner Freundin because your friend is a female friend. So the Freundin will change from D to der. Okay,
Mm.
Rachel, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. So if I had used friend and friend, I would have just said dinem instead of dine, right?
Genau.
Okay, okay, I
So let's say
understand.
when I say it's gehe to the ich gehe zum Arzt. Then it means I'm going to the male doctor. Okay, but when the doctor is a female, then ich gehe zur Ärztin.
Robbie, I think that's what I was asking you earlier on
Yeah.
the gross motor. Pi, I was asking you. That's what I was asking you if we should give respect to the gender of the possessive article, because in the sense that you see, once a gross motor need a female, like
Mhm.
feminine, yeah, and I in a minor. But if it was to be gross fatal, kabe in a minor, right?
Genau. Meinem
Mm-hmm. So
Großvater.
that means the name is on no. Okay, thank you.
So when there is a possessive article, then you can't just do away with the MEIN and just say sua gross muta. When I say it's gay sua gross muta, it means the person knows the grandmother already. Okay, so maybe I can tell my brother it's gay sua gross muta. Okay, there's no need for me to say my because when I say gross muta, the person knows the gross muta that I'm talking about. Okay, so in other sense, I'm saying it's gay sua gross muta. Zu der Großmutter. Okay. But when I'm
Mm.
talking to my chef and I tell myself that it's gay in like I want to mean that I'm going to my grandmother, but I say it's gay to a Großmutter. That myself can ask me like which grandmother, okay?
Mm.
Which specific grandmother am I talking about? When I'm talking to my sibling, I just say it's gay to a Großmutter. He understands because we have the same grandmother. Okay. But
Mm.
in some cases you have to indicate like you have to show possession of the thing that or the noun that you are talking about. So when you have to show possession by using the possessive article, then you can't do away with the der. Okay, you have to add the r or the em, the er or the er or the em to the possessive article used. Okay. Am I like Rachel? Is it okay? Now, what's I confused?
Oh, no, I understand. Matthias. So
Okay.
my name or dynam is for masculine, dyna minor is for feminine, yeah.
Genau.
So what about noite?
Noiter, yeah. Noiter. Check your table here. So under dative case, both masculine will change from der to dem.
Then, oh, okay.
Noiter will also change from das
That's them.
to dem. Okay.
Okay. Into your plural, so if I say yeah, okay, your plural, yeah, plural friends. Each gehezu dinen with an n ending, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Rabbi, in German, there is no way I also use a dative preposition without an article, right? As in, say, I'm going to, I'm going to school. But in English, I'm going to school. But in German, I'm going with the
yeah. I'm going
right.
to school. Yeah, because there are some occasions, but there is about like a advance and yeah
Okay.
and only and I think that it's more related to phrases. Okay, like it's just phrase and yeah. So it's not a problem, but just know that when you use dative prepositions, then you have to use the noun in is. You have to use the article plus the noun. Okay, so depending on the gender of the noun, either you combine it with you can combine or you can't. Okay, so like you can't always combine them. So let's use a different font. I am standing. Okay. Yeah. So we have font on 4. Okay. 4 is in front.
In front. Okay.
1 and 4 is different. 4 is in front. Okay. So I'm standing in front of the door. Who can try?
Okay. Is stay here for the chair. Okay.
Stay for the chair. Okay. I'm standing in front of the door because the door is the chair. Okay. Please. Karen, Mr. Kofi, please. How far?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's with the dative prepositions. Then we have dative verbs. There are some verbs that when used automatically, you need to use dative. You have to. The noun must change it. You must use the dative case of the noun. Dative verbs. An example is helfen, danken, gehören. Gehören, gratulieren, was noch?
Glauben.
Was?
Glauben. Glauben.
Ja, glauben,
Gefallen.
gefallen,
Vertrauen.
Heat, vertrauen. Okay, so helfen, immer, to help. To thank. Gehören means what?
To belong.
To belong. Yeah, belong to. To belong to.
Gratulieren,
To congratulate.
glauben,
To believe.
oh yeah, believe. And then gefallen,
To trust. Hey, gefallen, to please.
vertrauen,
Yeah. You know.
okay, so and more, plenty others. There are plenty
Yeah.
verbs out there that requires the noun that follows it to be in the dative case. Okay, so example we have to use. So ich helfe, helping. I'm helping my male patient. I am helping. Not that would be too complicated. I'm helping the man.
Ich helfe the man.
Because the man is the beneficiary of the action. So automatically, when you use helfen, then man, that is now. So danken means to thank. So I am thanking my boss. I am not also. My is thanking our boss. And I said my colleague thanks our boss. Wer kann das besuchen?
So
Colleague is their male colleague is their Kollege.
colleague.
Okay, then female is
Colleague. Okay. So my colleague. Denkt. Denkt. Dankt. Rather. Dankt unserem Chef.
Unser was?
Unserem Chef.
Unserem Chef.
Mm.
Okay, that's male boss.
Dankt.
Female boss is sorry. Beschäftigen. Okay, for female.
Yeah.
So when you mean our male boss, then mein Kollege dankt unserem Chef. Okay. Would it have been a female boss then? Mein Kollege
Dankt
dankt unserer Chefin.
Okay.
Klar. So gehören. Gehören. That belongs to me. That belongs to my now. The car belongs to my father. That belongs to yeah, my father.
That's what too.
Reckon that's
That's auto. Gehört.
gehört.
Gideon
Gehört.
Hurt. Wow. Okay. Gehört meinem Vater.
Okay.
Gehört.
That belongs to me. Karen.
Das gehört mir.
Das gehört mir. That belongs to my the building belongs to the company. The building, what is the building of Deutsch? Wie heißt building of Deutsch?
Gebäude.
Yeah, das Gebäude. Das Gebäude. So das Gebäude gehört company.
So
Die Firma.
So
Zua. Oder?
Sua.
Boy, we the other one combine Zuni there no na Yezua.
Sure, person watch baby. Or try baby.
Okay.
so most of the time I said es geht zur Esten. Okay, es geht zum Arzt. Okay, like it's a direction. I'm going towards them. Okay. Sure. You normally we combine the two plus the article, no? When we are indicating say we are going towards the noun. Okay, the noun used. Okay, but you see, in this sense, we are saying, sir, the building no belongs to someone. Okay, like we are not going like the building is not like heading towards the person, you know. So that's the boy that get hurt studier firma.
Okay.
You know, you know.
Uchirima, this one is not, it's not a matter of movement. It's a matter of like
So get
you
hearing,
know,
always get hearing,
Okay.
you know, get hearing. Okay. Most of the dative verbs they require preposition. Okay, so get hearing is always used to. So minor factor. Okay. Manufacturer. In sometimes in because like it depends. The German is crazy because when you say das Auto gehört manufacturer, you're not entirely wrong grammatically. You are not entirely wrong, okay. But in most sense, you know, they prefer to use the das Auto gehört zu manufacturer. Like when you use gehört, okay, gehören and gehört zu, like it changes it. Gehören is like it belongs to my father. When I say when I remove the to, okay, when I remove the to, I'm grammatically correct, okay, okay. But when you want to say that something is part of some like das Auto gehört meinem Vater is entirely correct, okay. But we use gehören zu when something is part of something. Confusion again.
Yeah. Not you know. Na me so me who ni say gihorin to belong to. Do you get it? And nanka we no anka two no that you know Emma nanka mana ye.
Yeah. So gehören means to belong to, okay. But when used with to, gehören, when we use the gehören to, then we want to say that something is part of, like a portion of something is part of a big thing. When you say das Auto gehört der Firma, not entirely wrong, but then like it's not commonly used because the car is part of the company. Confusion. Eine Frage?
And yes, I did. And should in case we used to say the bag belongs to my mother, and also the dad too.
No, because the bag is not part of your mother. So die Tasche gehört meiner Mutter, just like you use das Auto gehört meinem Vater.
Okay.
But when you want to, when you are indicating that something is part of something, okay, then you have to use the to. Okay.
Okay.
Yubab.
yeah, the class.
Oder? Noch Frage? Ask questions, bitte. Okay, so gehören zu means like to belong, like something is part of something. To belong. Let's stick to the gehören.
Okay.
Gehören means to belong to. Okay, but when you use mit zu, that's when you are indicating that something is part of something. Okay, when you say das Auto gehört der Firma, like I said, you are not entirely wrong, okay, in actual sense, but then the German, they perceive that the car is part of the company because the company is not like it's also like an inanimate noun, like objects. Do you
Okay.
get it? Yeah. But when I say let's say an example, for the
Munchen, part of a year.
aha, danke. So Kumasi gehört zu Ghana.
Okay.
Okay. But when you are indicating that something belongs to you, then you use it without the to. That's why I said das gehört mir. We don't say das gehört zu mir. Das gehört zu mir is when I'm saying that my hand gehört zu mir. My hand is part of me. Okay.
Okay.
Yima, Bob, Mr. Kofi, Karen.
Yeah.
Karen.
God, no auto pressure on sister.
Karen.
Oh, like you say, oh, so yeah, okay, so no, they, or man, just say why explain further. So that's it.
Karen, are you okay?
Oh, I cannot say that.
Karen, you are not there. Hey. Further that. Jeez, yeah. So that's the difference. Okay.
Okay.
So gehören means ownership of something. Yeah, ownership. Ownership. Yeah. Yeah, gehören equals to ownership. Then gehören zu. Gehören zu equals to membership. Yeah, genau. Membership. Bob.
Yeah.
So the cable belongs to the laptop, or the cable is for the laptop. In English, because the cable is for the laptop, the cable belongs to the laptop. The cable belongs to the laptop. Who can try this? Cable is das Kabel, Schneider.
Okay.
Like I said, when you come across any new word that you don't know, just write it down. So that's Kabel, gehört zu computer.
Okay.
You can because the computer is an animate object, you can use zum Computer or that zu dem Computer. That is the beides interested. Okay. Okay, so when you're talking about going to a particular person, but you are not using the person, by using the profession, then profession, you can just like, I'm going to the teacher. The teacher is their Lehrer. Okay, then I have to use it. I can use it Lehrer. I'm going to the female teacher, then it's geht zur Lehrerin. Okay, but when I'm going to my mother, I am going to my mother. Okay, it's geht zur Es geht zu es geht zu meiner Mutter.
Okay.
Okay. When I say es geht zur Mutter, that means the person I'm talking to, he already knows my mother. So like
Yeah.
you can use it, but normally when you are not showing the possession, yeah, you can match the two plus there. Okay. You know. Restisch alles. So far so good. Don't worry, we'll ponder on it many times. Okay. We will use it many times. So genitive. Genitive is also used to like sense of belonging, to show before
Okay. Probably do you always have a callback with
back
a accusative no? I'm saying also your prepositions.
nah. No, like the most important thing is to know that's why I said dative preposition. So when you use this, we don't actually have we do have accusative prepositions, but
If you
we have accusative preposition, then we have vexel prepositions. You have some
okay,
prepositions that can be used both as accusative and as dative. Okay,
sure.
so like I plan to teach that when we are talking when we are learning
Okay,
about prepositions. Right now we are just like learning about the cases. Okay, so it's not very important to learn about accusative prepositions to know. No.
yeah.
Because when we get to the prepositions as a topic, because preposition is a broad topic, like if with all these all these examples that I made here, using the to make example by, yeah, we have to, like I said, we will go over them again.
Okay. Charlie.
Show sense of belonging, that to show belonging. So that is the car of my father. That is the car of my father. You can try. Genitive. Genitive. Genitive is a bitch. Yeah. Das Auto meines Vaters.
Okay.
So when you use when genitive is used, both we from the table here, masculine will change from der to des, neuter will change from der, das to des. Okay, feminine will change from die to der, then plural will change from die to der. Okay, yeah. So for masculine and neuter, the noun will also take an s. This the noun will also take an s at the ending, depending only if the noun is not. We have weak nouns. Okay, unless the noun is a weak noun, then it won't take any s. Okay, I don't want to talk about the weak nouns, but then the noun that we'll be using for A1 and A2, like we won't teach anything about weak nouns. Okay, but just know that the noun that we'll be using, like all the nouns under A1 and A2, okay, they are all strong nouns. Okay, so most of them, yeah. So am I making sense? So that is the car. That is the car. That is the car of the boy. That is the A. That is the car of the boy. Yeah. You can try. You can try. Das Auto.
That's okay.
Des. Boy,
Okay.
that is boy of German.
Young. Young.
Yone. Hey, look, am I confused too?
Young. Young.
Yone. Actually, the boy or a boy? The boy. Because Indian show article be a Nick sentence, English sentence.
That is the car.
Say the
And
boy, right? Mm-hmm.
so I won't use, like I said, instead of in the normal context should be das Auto des Junges, okay? But Junge is a weak now. It takes an N instead. So that was a wrong example. Weak mentioned appear has a so let's say that is the car of my son. Of the son. As in the son. We are talking about like maybe you just saw maybe you have your neighbor, okay, your neighbor and maybe the son of your neighbor is driving a car. Maybe you're talking about your neighbors, okay? Then the son of your neighbor just passed by, so you can say that is the car of the son. So like I mean, we already know we already know this the son that we are talking, the particular son that we are talking, that the son of the neighbors, okay? So I'm saying that is the car of the son, okay? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so das Auto des was?
The sons.
Der Sohn ist.
Zones.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's-
We don't. Why yes, Charlie?
yeah.
Boy, we cried them in shadow. Zones. Wow.
Follow ABL with right. So like
What's the unity movie is simple.
it's simple.
So yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
So let's say that is the door of the train. You know the door, you know the train, so try.
Okay, that is. Okay, what's it the door? That is. So that is the tour.
The cheer.
The tour. Des Zook.
Yes.
The Zooks. 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 Okay. Why this OCC once and what's on my next one? What?
Yeah, so getting to know, like being able to know whether you are to use ES or S.
Okay.
Kind of say quite easy. How did I even learn this thing? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I had a way of learning it. So I think it was about the vowel used, the vowel that precedes the vowel that precedes. Yeah, so let's make more examples. I think it will come to me. That is yeah. So
Rabbi, I didn't say the easy that is something this is. Thank you, another difference. I hear that is this is
because that's
and
German say das is, but in other sense that's in other sense that's is the same. That's okay. That's is equal to this or that's. But we have
these.
Yeah, we have these. this, which also means this. Okay, when the person uses this, okay, the person is talking like he means what he wants to say, like the particular thing that the person is going to talk about.
I want you to use. Is it possible to use it in the sentence so that it won't be one way like
Normally, when
yeah.
the reason why I don't the this the this, okay, or the this follows is conjugated, like it's used with the noun. So listen, if I am to use this, okay, then I'm talking about like this Frau, this woman. Okay, this woman. But when I say this is the nah, that's gate list. Do you understand? Do you understand? I mean that
If you are to use diese Frau,
when I'm
this
choosing
woman.
normally the these, okay, the these should follow a noun. Like the this is
Okay.
the this is used as an article.
Okay.
It's used as an article. Okay, so an article must always have what? A noun. Okay, there are some cases that the person they will say this is ein Auto. The person means that this is a car, but they won't use it. They will say that is ein Auto. Okay, so in normal terms, when you want to use it in as in this is a bottle. Okay, that is eine Flasche. You can also say this is eine Flasche, but they don't want to use it because normally when they want to use the this is demonstrative article. I'm demonstrating that this particular thing, okay, this thing, you got like this. So this Flasche, so it's always used as an article. But you can use it like this, as in this is a car, this is an auto, but they don't use it. They prefer to use the das is. So in other sense, the das means this or that. Rachel, do you get it?
Yeah, I understand. So ideally, these it's mostly used more like an article.
Yeah,
in front of a noun.
Most of the time, it's used as an article because it's a demonstrative article. Okay.
Okay.
You know, Yuma. Yuma.
Yeah, boy, klar.
Okay, so Rislav, if
Yeah.
you want to speak from Akumano to say this is a car, you can say this is an auto. You are not wrong, but like I said, I tell you, they will never say it. They prefer to use the
Okay.
demonstrative article. You can say maybe that is, you see, that is important. That is wichtig. That is important.
Okay.
They prefer to say that is wichtig als zu. This is wichtig. So when I say this is wichtig, then I mean like the thing that I'm talking about, this particular this no, is important. But yeah, that is wichtig. That is wichtig. Okay. So like the this, when the person wants to use the this, it means like because it's demonstrative article, like it's pointing particularly to something that then you can use the this. But like I said, it's not common. Even you will never see in the exams they will use that throughout. You will never see this. Okay, you will never see this unless maybe they are referring to like a reported speech. The person use this is wichtig, then the exams they'll be like this is wichtig, sagt ihr. This is wichtig, he said. You Bob. But when they are forming normal sentence, they are building normal sentence. They are not going to use this. They're going to use that. Rich Love, do you understand?
Okay, Charlie.
The problem is that as we learn, as we go ahead, like as we keep on going forward, there'll be a lot of complicated grammar with the grammar. Like the grammar is always complicated. They have a lot of rules, and the sad thing is that they like for they have two, 3 ways, 4 ways of saying a particular thing. They always like for even simple nouns, like let's say in English we have English I miss you, like miss, to miss, okay, to miss. When someone uses when someone uses to miss in a sentence, the person is either saying miss a person, lost something, or maybe like I missed the bus. Yeah, missed yeah, maybe it's something. But in German, we have different messes, like different messes for each of these. When you want to say that I miss him, then vermiss. Vermissen. Vermiss. When you want to say you missed the train, verpassen also means vermiss. When you want to say you lost something, to lose something, or to failing also means to miss, or like to lack. If you're missing for passing, but like you can only remember these if you use them. Okay, so to say you miss someone is vermisse dich. Miss the train is verpasse den Zug. Maybe you don't have something on you, or maybe you lack something on you, you miss something on you. Maybe the brief failed me. Maybe you didn't receive any letter, or you lack the letter that they are talking about. The brief failed me. So failing is dative. Okay, but anyways, that's not our topic. That's what, just by the way. Okay, but like I said, you can only remember all these 3 messes if you use it in the sentence. Okay, so like it's not too complicated. Okay, so like as we keep on moving forward, the grammar aspects, there will be a lot of complicated stuff. But like I said, you can only grab them by sitting down and like doing more practice with these examples. Okay, there's no 2 ways. Even if a German tutor comes, or they are going to give you the same explanations. Okay, the only way you can like keep on climbing these hurdles is that you have to repeat it. You have to sit down, create more examples with it, with the swap. Like when you have to combine it, when you don't have to. Okay, when used with a demonstrative possessive pronoun, then you can't merge it, because you have to mention the possessive, so you can't just merge it. When you're talking about profession, you are going towards something, then you can merge it. I'm going to the baker, ich gehe zum Bäcker. I'm going to the Friseur, as in the barber, ich gehe zum Friseur. Okay, but yeah, just like you get there, yeah, but the case answer for the day is that we get to know all the cases in German. So we have the nominative, which is the subject. The way there was all this example gehören, and that's not part of our lesson for the day. Gefallen, danken, na. They will all be introduced with time. Okay, but I just wanted you to know that when it comes to these cases, for the gender, each gender undergoes changes based on the cases. So the nominative, the subject, the accusative, the object, and the accusative only masculine changes from der, die, das, der, die, them, from der to den. Okay, the rest remains the same under accusative. Then dative cases, they are the beneficiary or to whom or for whom an action is being performed. Okay, so I'm giving the book to my mother. My mother is receiving the book. My mother is the beneficiary. The book is being the whom here to whom is my mutter. So my mother is the beneficiary of the sentence. Okay, genitive, sense of belonging. So then we have to do more examples of the genitive. Yeah. So I wanted to explain the when to add es and when to just add s. But by the way, it's only for masculine and neuter. Okay.
Okay.
And then if it's, let's say, that is the bag of my mother. Then who can try this? Genitive. Please,
Okay.
rest of
That's
this.
mm,
So this is
that's okay. This is the okay. This is my. This is the touch.
This
My
is Ditasha. Hey, Macau. Look at him.
my mother. So under my mother here is
That's my mother.
to take the genitive case. Okay. So
Okay.
T minus mutas another day.
no, mutter is Frau, feminine.
So,
So under the
so
table,
my, okay.
Leader.
So
Okay.
my muta.
so D will change to us.
Genitive.
Dear.
Dear.
The
Oh, okay.
So that is the Tashe verse. Minor.
Mine.
my
Muta. No S. Okay.
No.
That's fine.
The S is only for Noita.
Feminine or night.
No,
Hey,
masculine.
masculine. Sorry.
I have a way of getting to know when to add the ES and the Arigo bit. Let's practice more. So an example on the genitive English. That is verse.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that is the table of the teacher.
Wangasa, you will give us
I'm like, what's important is bruh?
of the
The
teacher.
table of
Just
the
write,
teacher.
just write. You know the table, you know the teacher, so just match them.
That is the teach. That is the teach. My God.
That's layer. That's layer.
For me, kote bone or that pacho.
That's layer. 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 Layer.
Hey, rich love.
Hey, Ravi. Mr. Mako. That is the teach. Of the teacher. Just all the miko table, no. The miko table now, masculine.
No. But no. So teacher. The teacher is masculine or neuter. Okay, it's masculine. The later.
Yeah.
So under masculine is to change from the to this. Okay, so
This. No. And then I may better make. Oh.
you know, add it this fast.
This lead has with S.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So yes, so normally when it ends with when it ends with consonants, okay, we just add an S. So if you note here, for the suk, I said suges or suks. That's its original dialect. There are some regions, like I said, they have the rules, but there's always an exception. For the suk, it's supposed to be the suks, okay, but there are some people, like there are some region in German, they prefer to say the suges. But just know that when it ends with a consonant, we just add an S. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Not all, but question. And a frage, bitte. Or more examples. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say that is the toy. That is the toy of the child.
So try it.
Have you gotten it? That is the toy of the child. So das Spielzeug. Des Kindes.
That's it.
Yeah. Das Spielzeug.
Spielzeug.
Spielzeug. Okay, Spielzeug. Des Kindes.
But it says when it ends with consonants, we just add an S. Okay.
So
Another exception, because in German, when a word ends with DTNM, automatic E, remember conjugation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the kind has an we add that, because that is the Spielzeug des Kindes. It's like saying nicht. It's difficult, nicht. So they will say next, so Kindes. Okay. German is crazy. More examples, better.
That is the emphasis, the key of the car.
We might try. We might try. Now you might not here. Rich love try.
Das ist der is it Schlüssel? Am I confused? So das what's it? That is so normal. Das ist der is it Schlüssel?
Yeah. Schlüssel with an umlaut. U mit Umlaut.
Schlüssel des Autos.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's like it's difficult to know when to add the ears. You just have to like just use those nouns in sentences. So when you know that you're talking about your father is going to take just a simple S. And when you're talking about cars is also going to take an S. When you're talking about a son, you have good because like I said, DTNM son zone. So you have to add an E. Okay. DTN for son zone, then zoners. Apart from the DTNM, no, the rest no. But I had a way it was working for me, but I've forgotten because I've been using those. I've been using it. Okay, so right now, no, the trick is not. It's not like it's not important anymore because I kind of know them. Like I automatically see. So think about it. Just practice with different nouns. Okay, so earlier I said that sometimes like you have to add an S or that es, but there are some weak nouns. So weak nouns, when they find themselves in either accusative, dative, or the genitive, they take an N. Okay, for example, I have a boy. As in a mother saying that he have a boy. A boy. Who try?
Okay, I have a boy.
And in Jungen, but in the normal sense, the boy is was der Junge only N.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a weak noun. So when the weak noun is in the place like when the weak noun becomes the accusative case, the dative or the genitive, we add an N. So another an example of a weak noun, the paziente. The patient, der Patient, male patient.
Okay.
Female patienten, okay. But when you're talking about the male patient, maybe like I like well, let me say I feed the patient. What is feed in German? Patience, I miss spellities. So it's füttern. Please confirm for me when I'm in YouTube, brother. Füttern or so. So it's füttern. Please confirm for me. Ja, das ist richtig. So it's füttern. So but then it's füttere den Patientin. It's a weak now, but we get there. That's like we deal, like we all understand the cases. The nominative is the subject, accusative is the direct object, the dative beneficiary or to whom an action is being performed for or that to, then genitive like for showing belonging. Okay, something belongs to someone. Okay, compra. That's too much. Yeah, the dative required. I think that the dative is okay, right? But the genitive. Genitive. So normally, like a lot of teachers, they don't teach the genitive in A1 because genitive, and like I said, people like be like always on the lookout for things that will help him or her. So instead of saying, let's go back to our example, that is the bag of my mother. So let's use fun. Who will try? Just go like
Okay.
this. That is the Tashe fun
The Tasha from
by the motor.
my name.
That is the car of the sun. That is
Then
that's auto fund them zone. Nothing about whether to add. You are the in your so that is the spiel soil. That is the toy. That is the toy of the child. That's spilled soil. Them kind. That is the door of the train. That is the chair.
Chia.
Fun dear. Sorry. Fun them
Then.
soup. Okay, so genitive. Now, a lot of people try to escape the genitive, so they'll just use one. And grammatically, 100%, you are right. Okay.
Okay.
So like later, I will teach the genitive. Then find the trick that I was talking about. Okay. I didn't want to teach the genitive. Yes, I even said it. Genitive may be confusing, but then it's found its way in our table, so I had to. Okay, so yeah.
Tuk fata auto. Okay. Tuk fata. You know. Yes, na funa as a been so like Miss Minion some idea.
Yeah, don't worry. When we get there, I'll find it. Don't worry.
Okay. Mm.
Can you see the screen? Anna, es ist so klein. Okay, so we are to arrange these nouns according to masculine. Is it nominative there? Nominative there. But anyway, so let's do just one for the nominative. Then move away, then go to the accusative and the dative. And so masculine. What is our masculine noun here? Ein Haus, ein Hund, das Hunde, eine Katze.
Ein Hund.
Okay, ein Hund, das erste. Und feminine, was ist das feminine?
Katze.
Eine Katze. The Neuter.
House.
Ein Haus.
Yeah, so the Hunde is plural, okay? Die Hunde. Der Hund, the plural is die Hunde. Yeah. We didn't solve it. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so yeah, in accusative, yeah. What is the masculine for accusative?
Einen.
Einen, okay. Feminine, Karen, is Karen there? Eine for the accusative for Neuter. Ein, then accusative for plural, noch gleich. D, okay. Okay, accusative for masculine. The accusative for masculine,
Den.
den. Then accusative for feminine,
I.
the accusative for plural.
I.
Then, sorry, the Neuter is to come first. The Neuter, then plural. Okay.
Okay.
Richtig. Dann, ich habe was, Richlauf. Richlauf?
My place is very nice, you. Me want noisy environment.
But we can hear you.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the screen.
Each
You can't do
have
anything, yeah.
Ich habe einen Hund.
Genau.
Oh,
Rest. Genau.
okay.
Karen.
Ich habe eine Katze.
Okay. Mr. Kofi. Ihr findet das Buch super. Ist das richtig oder falsch?
Richtig.
Das Buch, okay, in Neuter Akkusativ sind gleich. Sie findet der Balkon schön. Collins, is that richtig? False, because der Balkon sollte. So give us the right answer.
Den.
Yeah, so sie findet den Balkon schön. Then yeah. Then Nanake, es gibt in München was?
I don't know million I be busy.
Nigga,
They are emotion. Look at it. Hey, garden here masculine, right? I think it's A. I go choose A.
es gibt in München den englischen Garten. Okay. So, wir haben was? Collins, wir haben was?
We are having ein Haus.
Sorry, what was the answer of the previous question?
Ein Haus.
Previous question.
Which
That
one? Mushina.
Garten is masculine, so der Garten. So es gibt in München einen englischen Garten. Okay. The Englishen here, the issue is English, but it's used as an adjective. Okay. So in accusative, all adjectives will also take the accusative form. So if I would say there is in München there is a beautiful garden, then it would be in München gibt es einen schönen Garten.
Okay.
It would be a pretty garden, einen hübschen Garten. If it would is to be there in accusative case the adjectives will also take the en for masculine. In dative case all adjective will take the en. Okay, unless there's no article, definite article for noun. Okay, there's
And I think that's right.
So even plural is en. Plural is en. But like I said, dative en for all adjectives, unless the adjective used, okay, unless the adjective describing the noun, unless the noun.
That's sure.
No. It's not about the English, but like it's about explaining which comes first. Because like unless
The adjective describing.
even keep the word in your head, just say
The adjective describing.
unless the adjective unless the adjective used now unless the noun has no article, then the adjective will take the ending of the article, which so for example, let's say I am drinking the bread with I am drinking bread with warm.
Bread is you're drinking.
I am eating bread with warm coffee. Okay. Hey, I am eating bread with warm coffee. Okay. I didn't say with a warm coffee. Okay, so in actual sense, let me pause it and I am taking bread. I'm taking bread with warm coffee. So maybe either you can say I am eating or I am taking. So either is essay or that is minute.
Okay.
I'm brute. Met. So varm.
Boy, chain. I don't know him. And then
Because in dative, their coffee, you change to dim. So let's say hot coffee will be heißen Kaffee.
warm adjective.
Adjective challenge.
So that's what I was trying to explain. Because no definite article was used. I didn't say there with the coffee or with a coffee. You have like there are some nouns. There are some nouns. Germans, they don't normally use the articles with the nouns. For example, let's say one can sleep well in a good weather. in German, in one can sleep well. One one can sleep well, like in English, whether during a good, like with a good weather or like, but one can sleep well in a good weather. The only time you hear that's better is when the weather starts with a sentence. Normally, they don't use the weather with. So one can sleep well in a good weather. German will say by gutem Wetter instead of saying by einem guten Wetter. They will say by gutem Wetter kann man schlafen, gut schlafen. So they're making you say when the article, like when the noun in the dative case has no article, then the adjective will take the ending, the article ending, because there isn't no article, there's no positive pronoun, like there's no article, then the I said, I mean more example,
Boy, change. Was it winning nothing? Vetano.
no, but
Whether neuter. It took out any article now. And
no, it has a gender.
The adjective would be
It has a gender, but no article was used. In the sentence note here, no article was used. So in English, people can say in a good weather, but German, they won't say in a good weather. They'll just say guten Wetter. They won't say like I'm drinking a hot coffee. Because it's trinke heißen Kaffee. One can say einen heißen Kaffee. It's trinke heißen Kaffee. Okay. So say heißen Kaffee, no, I'll be finding itself in the dative case there. Then it will take the ending of the definite article, which isn't there. Simple like that. Which is when in dative case, when the noun used has no definite article, then the adjective used will take the ending of the definite article, which would have been used.
Okay.
It's not common, but then like I said, there are some nouns they prefer not to use article with those nouns. We call them non-article. Most of them are plural, but there are some nouns that they have their article, their laptop, their computer, but there are some nouns that they are either masculine, feminine, or neuter, but still Germans prefer not to use them with. You hear that most of the time. They're common.
Okay. The bab now, yeah, tell my answer.
So only when the noun used has no definite article, then the adjective describing the noun will take the ending of the article, which of the definite article, nanka, if used, provided there was if there would have been a definite article or indefinite article, then the ending would have gone to the definite article. But in this case, no definite article or indefinite article was used, so automatically the adjective will take the ending of the definite article. Yima after the comprend.
boy, no, if anything, you're going to man actually. More examples are not actually because maybe I know the bad.
No, a simple rule I make is not explaining more. I'm just saying that in dative cases, okay, cases when the noun used is not used with definite or the indefinite article, but there is an adjective, then the adjective will take the ending of the definite or the indefinite article. That isn't there. So the adjective will be acting as the definite article. It's an adjective, but then it's taking the ending of the definite or the indefinite article. Mr. Govi, Mr. What did they make an answer? And then anyone of those, and then I've talked about a lot of things.
Boy, me made low blunga time 2 years. Next time, we are empty and I thought.
Maybe I'm here to make example.
No, so
like just like a
warm, and you saw an factory ye. Warm coffee or so.
Because just like all adjectives, no, Yampan said to say hot, heiser. And I don't know with a mit heisen, right? Like mit heisen, Yampan said Idiana Crow. Okay. And to say a year for feminine, to say super. And I say, yeah, and on be heise, mit heise, super.
Let's say one can
one can take him and say meat and I say with super, with hot super.
Okay, maybe let's say one can catch or grab the attention of the neighbors with delicious soup. So Germany, we can say mit delicious lecker, okay?
Okay.
Mit lecker Suppe kann man
Okay.
die Aufmerksamkeit the attention of the neighbors, their Nachbarn, but plural, the Nachbarn, but in genitive, we change from D to der for plural. The Aufmerksamkeit der Nachbarn. Machen. You can either use machen or erregen. So it's here. The focus is here. When they're like Aufmerksamkeit, it's no importance. The focus is here. Ideally, it's supposed to be leckeren. Okay, lecker. Okay, lecker, but the ending you have to take an en. Okay, but because there is no der Suppe, there's no article for der. If there would have been the Suppe with a delicious soup, one can catch the attention of the neighbors, okay, or one can raise the attention of the neighbors. Mit der leckeren Suppe. That's when we are emphasizing on with this soup, with this delicious soup, okay. But when I'm talking generally, as in with any kind of delicious soup, one can attract Germany because mit leckere. Any kind of, you're not specific about, because I said the D that is definite. That's when you are pointing to a particular soup. But in general, when you are saying with a delicious soup, one can catch the attention of the neighbors. The German neighbors say mit lecker Suppe. Because the der wasn't used, then if there's no der, the adjective will take the ending of the der, no, er, the r.
Okay. I said, people can say if it is an indefinite article, say it's not definite, like using the dead does. maybe any kind of super, right?
So can say meat. You know? So 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 can say with a delicious soup. If you want to like 1 year specifically about it, but I can say with a delicious soup, with a delicious. Then with Marcus said with einer leckeren Suppe. Because we use indefinite article, even the indefinite article near a. What does it? You're not pinpointing to a particular soup. Okay. So like with a delicious, but a German person says like with any kind of delicious soup, one can. Then on your specific say with a. Although the a is also general. But so can say eine leckeren Suppe. You are 100% right because you follow the normal order. But maybe person will change the Germans instead of him saying say I am taking a coffee. I'm taking bread with coffee with maybe a hot coffee. Instead of saying with mit einem heißen oder warmen Kaffee, no, they wouldn't say it. Because say with heißen Kaffee. And your own fault and your own fault. Okay, but what the end say, just know that when you are using in a dative case, when the noun used has no definite or the indefinite article, they are then the adjective will take the ending of the definite or the indefinite article. What I say?
Ayara.
I'm not telling you to learn it. So just let's stick to what you know. So what the end say you say by einem guten because German is a German say by guten Wetter kann man gut schlafen. What the end say the course can be taught by einem because that's better a weather. Okay, einem guten Wetter. But I'm explaining it to you, say, even listening examination during the examination, okay, so when they are to use weather, they won't say einem, they will just say by guten Wetter. Maybe in Austin, wird es bekommen sie gutes Wetter. Instead of saying ein gutes Wetter, they won't. So I just say. And like I'm just pinpointing that Sadia, when you hear it, it wouldn't sound weird to your ears. Just know that because no article was used, the adjective will take the ending of the article. Just know that simple again. You Bob?
Yeah, class.
Yeah.
So, Rabbi, the moment obey so Yamban said mates. Oh, a free. Let me see.
I'm listening.
Yeah. The moment I'll be so Yamban said mates plus the article. And an adjective no Nina be change aqua nana to say lekren.
Yeah. In that case.
Yeah, it will affect everything.
Okay.
So let's say he's coming.
Because not feminine and I may have a problem with that.
So he's coming with a beautiful woman.
Abi, we are maybe some question, boy.
So he's coming with a beautiful woman.
Come meet.
Einer. Okay.
Eine, yeah, mit eine.
Einer. Schönen.
Okay.
Schönen Frau.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your question.
And then this situation, I congratulate you for your good grades. Ich gratuliere dir your deine gute Noten. If it's not a question, go there. Type you
Yeah, no stream, boy. I cannot try. If you know
Ich gratuliere dir
yeah.
for deine gute Noten. Alright, type
You're talking about gratulating. So in English, tell me what you want to say in English.
I congratulate you for your good grades.
So I am congratulating. Congratulate. So congrats. So congrats. Hey, congrats. I am congratulating you. Saying for your good grade, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Like the weddings now, three boy, catch it.
Oh, yes, boy, because maybe this question be to the
German. So, gratulieren, okay? Into with German now, kind of. Master body kind like just right.
Gratuliere. I gotta say, it's gratuliere dir. Yeah, for deine gute Noten.
Yeah.
The question is say, other than good grades, no good thing, no anye good thing, because grades is plural, and a good thing, no is here is used as an adjective. Some word there, and plural adjectives in dative. So I say a good thing.
So first of all, gratulieren is used with the preposition to.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gratuliere. It's gratuliere dia. Su. Suno means for. Then. Su plural. Good grades. Deinen. Guten Noten. Okay. Für is an accusative preposition. Wherever you see for, I didn't want to talk about them because I like I don't know any prepositions. Okay, accusative prepositions. We have some just like we have some preposition that requires dative. We have some preposition they require accusative too. Yeah. So we have we have Uber. We have only we have Collins Aquan was you.
Gigan.
Yeah, Gigan. So it's gratuliere dia. So yeah, no. I said two requires dative preposition. Okay. So the deinen I said for your plurals, for plural dative, D will change to dine. So dine, then all adjectives will take what? Will take an en ending. Guten Noten. So let's say
Intimi use feel to say I do change zoom.
because that's the preposition used with gratulated. I say I'm helping you with your homework. So
okay, maybe then it's a rabbi. Into you feel.
I am buying a book for my mother. Okay, so your fear will come in here. Yeah, I'm buying a book for my beautiful mother. My nice mother. Let me use nice because I don't the shunen. No, I have to search for the umlaut. Time call. I am buying a book for my nice mother or beautiful. Hughes also requires for my. Give me another adjective.
Okay.
In English, not in German. Any adjective for my.
Okay, I am buying
What's daughter? Oh, okay.
a book from Rich Love. Boy, they tell me this and they say we must have statement you baby. We must maybe so. But I didn't know confused here. When you speak good thing.
So because in accusative, okay, because fear a accusative, in accusative, if you check from the table, yeah, and you check from the table, accusatives no, D will remain D, plural, okay. So then good will remain gute, not guten. So for example, I am buying a book for my nice mother. I am buying a book.
Okay. But I would say maybe then say noting or also noting a plural.
Noting here plural.
In Tadena, and now if you're not affecting noting now, which is the plural. No, because means there's a noting a plural there. I then adjective no so match the plural form for the any good thing because plural for dative plural for adjectives. Take it maybe the one I'm confused and I'm about it.
I feel matters, but like I'm surprised how you learned how you learned that, as in like because in so, but whatever when we start combining adjective declination, then I will talk more about this because you can say to a man go fire more confused. Let's say even in nominative for plural sentences, when they have an adjective, the adjective will take an en in the nominative case. Let's say the nice people are coming. The nice people. It will be the netten Leute. The beautiful cars. Will be the Schunen.
Okay.
Schunen autos. They're complicated. I don't want to when we get into adjective endings, then you might chair, right?
Okay. Okay. Rabbi. Because when I thought say no, okay. And only a nominative like.
Yeah. So even plural, I find it itself in the nominative case that it will remain D. But the adjective used will take an en ending for plurals and qua.
Okay. Yeah.
You didn't draw like I think that today, I should have stick to the book because and then we've went overboard. We've learned a lot. We've learned plenty things that we were not supposed to learn. Yeah. So I don't know the confusion but tomorrow we will stick to the book because I think today and then use the book in the crowd. So I just wanted to explain the cases differently. So the because the book drew the nominative and accusative. Yeah, I made a mistake.
Now it's fine, and so you, Charlie. You do book 9 and still now. And maybe one man can this is still now. Charlie.
Yeah, and I think like a confusion in your but I say because we didn't use the book, like we've talked about different things. Like I said, they are too advanced. Let's say like with the prepositions, not like look at music outside. I learned it B1. I'm seeing outside. You can move but B1, like you see, yeah.
Okay.
You have to stick to the book henceforth. So there are confusion in the brain. So in a lesson, I don't know even how to regard it as a lesson. And then a lesson. We don't know about ability. Is that?
Genetic with me you were seeing. I editing on that. Genetic was seeing.
Nah, I can't edit. Editing will be too much. I don't have time to edit, so yeah. Okay, so Miss Morgan, yeah.
All right, Miss Morgan.